What do we have here? The Harrier Curbar 5 litre. Welcome to another edition of Steve the Beard Reviews. Today we're reviewing this fine bit of kit.
No, not me.
The Harrier Curbar 5 litre race vest. Now, as with all of my reviews, they're all independent reviews. I don't get paid to make these reviews, and they are kits that I actually personally use, and I have been personally using this for around 250 miles now. Now, you've probably been waiting for quite a long time for me to actually review this. I do like to get my wear in a product before I do use it. 250 miles, I would say, is good enough to give this product a real good review. So let's get straight into it. So Harrier actually pitched themselves as a mid-range trail running brand. And what I actually mean by mid-range, they're in theory not in competition with the higher end brands, so your Solomons, your Innovates, but they are far above your more high street brands, so your Carrymores and your Kalenjis. But I will come back to them thinking that they're not in competition with your Solomons and your Innovates. One key thing as well for Harrier is they are actually direct to customer, so they do cut out the middlemen. They don't sell on all your independent websites, so that entail gives you two great things. One, they can be far competitive on price, and two, the customer service that you get, you know it comes direct from Harrier themselves. As we're talking about price, what can I say about this? Being competitive on price nowadays, I think, is so important. With this, the next leading race vest, the Salomon ADV Skin Set 5, which used to be my tried and tested race vest. Now this retails, you could probably find it for about £80, but if you go onto the Salomon website, they're actually about £110 for these. But the Curbar is a very reasonable £54.
£54? That's nearly half the price
of this. Half the price! Can you believe it? So if it's half the price, it's got to be half as good, hasn't it?
Hell no.
One of the first nice touches that Harrier do is they put this cool little quick start guide, which kind of goes through all the loops, the pulls, the little toggles that are all on it, which is extremely handy, because it wasn't until probably about 300 or 400 miles into this race vest that I realised that it actually had a whistle. All the dogs are going to come running now. And as if by magic, a dog. But don't worry, the Harrier one also comes with a handy whistle. There we go. No dogs this time. So some of the key features on this, we have elasticated front straps. You can also roll these up and toggle that through there to stop them bouncing about. Have found that they do kind of come undone, and they still do come flap about a bit. You can easily just tuck them away if needed, or just nip them into one of the several different pockets that this race vest has. You can also manoeuvre them so they can go to different heights, so you can actually easily take them on and off to make sure that the race vest fits you perfectly.
He says, as he tries to get one in.
Probably easier to do that with the vest off. They have quite chunky buckles which are easy to get on and off with gloves on or when your hands are cold.
Especially up that mountain.
It's got a foam pocket just behind the water bottle here which does fit a plus size phone. Easy in and out. All the zips have these silicone grippers which make it dead easy to find them when you need to. Up and down, up and down, up and down. One of the things I do love about this as well is that it actually has not one, not two, not three, but
4 zips.
which is just brilliant. Again, one of the issues that I always found with this is that it only ever had one zip, which, sad to say, has seen better days. A little bit of a wear and a hole there. Sorry, Solomon. But yeah, 4 zips, which you might think, well, is it that important? I think when you're running, sometimes you want that security. There's times that I've run home from work with this and I want to have my wallet, my keys, food, water, fuel, and you just know you're not going to lose anything. I tend to put my wallet in the back. It's got a big back zip there where you can easily put
The wallet, not saying my wallet's big, but it's the size of a wallet.
You've got a small zip on this side here where you can put keys, which you know that then they're nice and safe, which is not also in the same pocket as where you put your phone, so you can get your phone in and out. But if you've only got one zip pocket and you're putting your phone in there, you get your phone out, you lose your key, then you'd be keyless. And then you've got the 2 zips on the side, which is where you store your fuel in one side and your food in the other. We also have elasticated pockets here where you can also stash additional food. Get where I'm going, additional food for those long journeys. Now, with it being called the 5 litre, the Curbar 5 litre, basically means that it can hold 5 litres worth of stuff. We've also then, on the rear, got a massive storage part here, where you can stuff all sorts of stuff into it.
Like additional vests.
The Curbar also comes with 2 front pockets where you can store your water bottles. What they currently use for these are the 500ml but with the long straw, so you can just, there's no kind of bending your neck down to these. Don't really understand why Harrier haven't done this, but they first started producing these slimmer bottles, which I know were for other vests, but I don't know why they didn't actually just create their own vest around these. One, for the reason of these are very easy to get in and out, and especially in this vest, it says. However, when you do, if you do use these longer ones, when you do start to expel some of the fluid from this, they do start to droop over the side, so you can't use these thin long ones actually in this, which was a little bit disappointing. You think if you could just raise that a little bit higher, the standard size flasks would be easier to use in this vest, rather than trying to create a new one. To go along with the 2 front pockets, you can actually put a bladder in the back and feed the tube through here, so it doesn't, there's no neck chafing. Feed it through here, and actually you can have the tube here. I don't tend to like using bladders. I like to have the fluid on the front and then using the back for storage. It's got handy loops at the front and at the back for when you're carrying poles. It also has toggles here, there and everywhere. Even gone to the extreme of having a little toggle either side here for your race number, which I think is just a great addition to a race vest. However, sorry Harrier, there is too many on this, I think, and they can get a little bit annoying. If you think of how many races you would do throughout a year that you would wear this for, whereas I tend to wear this every weekend, with the races not being going ahead in the last 12 months or so, these just get a little bit annoying. However, there is a little nifty thing you can do with them, and that is just snip them off. There you go, gone. It would only be these 2 little ones that I would snip off, the race number one though. All the other ones you wouldn't go snipping off. These do tend to get a little bit annoying as well, the silicone grippers, but I think that the annoying part of them is outweighed by the easy grab of them. And what I tend just to do is just once I've zipped the pocket up, just tuck it inside, then it doesn't flare around. The biggest gripe I've probably got with this, which isn't to my liking, is the chest strap. I do find that over time the chest strap can easily come undone. And on a few times when I've been running, these bits where you can take the little toggle off to move it up and down, it has actually come undone like that when I have been running. That's the only part of the Solomon brand that I actually do prefer. It's like a elasticated clip-on. Having said that, that is the only gripe I've got with that, just the elasticated here. Like I say, the toggles can be a bit annoying, easily removed. It would have been nicer to be able to make use of the longer soft flask, but these ones do the trick just as well. Harrier also are bringing out funkier colours, so we've got the green one, obviously on in the blue. They have also got it in red. Not only that, they are catering for different sizing. They've got the extra large sizes, which again I don't think all the other brands do. Their sizing is very good. They tell you very easy on the website where to measure, so you do get the correct fit. I do find on the medium size, which is what I wear, which I think is 38 to 40 chest. I am a 39 chest, so it fits me perfectly, but it just catches just ever so slightly. I have got the large as well. The large does sit better under the arms, as shown. Here. But I think Harrier are making some subtle adjustments to the sizing of these, but in terms of the chest on the medium, fits perfectly. So all in all, how much do I like this race vest? Well, I think the price is majorly important. With a lot of the brands out there today, just whether it's the non-director market or whether they can just charge that extra bit more, I think value for money, there actually isn't a better race vest than this on value for money. There are some points that I would say there could be improvements, and some vests do better in certain aspects of the manufacturer of the actual product. But this has got everything. It's got enough pockets that I would want. It's got a nice key pocket. It's got the whistle. It's got a nice place to put your phone. The size of it is good. When you first put it on, it actually feels really high up. But actually, when you start to running it, you actually realise that it is better being slightly higher up. It doesn't come too far down your chest, and it does tend to sit quite high, which is mean that your centre of gravity is actually improved when you run it. So all in all, should Harrier really pitch themselves as a mid-range trail running brand? No. They are definitely up there with your Salomon, your Innovates, all these other fantastic brands that have been around the block for years and years and years. Harrier are definitely up there. And actually I go to the extent to say that I think that they're better. They are better for value for money and customer service. I mean, that goes without saying that that's what you want when you're paying for a product. The fact that their products also are half the price of the leading brands, it's got to say that they are better. Well done, Harrier. I'm very pleased with the Curbar. You should be too. If you're looking for a new race vest, I'd definitely give this one a go. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Harrier Curbar 5 litre. As I say, if you are looking for a new running vest, I would
Invest.
See what I've done there? Invest in the Harrier brand. Well done, Harrier. Thanks for watching. My next review is going to be the Asics Gel Nimbus 20s, so please join me for that review. Keep running, guys.